Shout out to my man, World Envision Network. Bro, keep doing the stuff that you do. All right, I'm gonna try to guess what this dude is about to do. Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back to the channel. This one right here is about to be different, all right?
It's about to be different. I'm about to show you right now in this video how to make the best t-shirt mock-ups for your clothing brand right now.
Taking it to a whole nother level. I'm about to show you in this video create mock-ups for your clothing brand. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's dive straight in. All right?
Did my dude just change t-shirts right then and there? T-shirt magic, bro. Let's go.
I'm about to teach you how to make a realistic t-shirt mock-up for your brand.
My dude is about to go on Google, find an image, take that mug into Photoshop, cut it out the background, put an image on top of it, probably use some type of, I don't know, layer blending or whatnot just to get it to look like it's on the shirt. I bet you $100. I bet you to subscribe and $100 right now that's what that man's about to do.
All right, so you're gonna see somewhere flat. This is a flat mock-up. This will be some more of a realistic mock-up. And shout out to all of the companies that's being shown from these Google images. I'm not stealing none of y'all work. Just find something on the internet, something that's unlicensed, something that nobody owns, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw that thing in Photoshop. All right, be back in a couple of seconds. I'm back. I found the exact t-shirt that I was looking for, something on a little more oversized level. All right, it looked like a boxy tee. So this super fly right here. All right, so right now it's white. All you're gonna do is click on this, and you're gonna go to color overlay. What's gonna happen is it's gonna put an overlay of a color, but it's not gonna keep the realistic elements. What you're gonna change normal to is multiply. All right, we're gonna throw this on the front. Oh, that's actually nice. Bring this back, grab the back of this, hit paste, and change this to lighten so it could kind of blend in with the actual color of the shirt. And there you have it. You actually have a black t-shirt with our logo.
And let's go. Okay, people was literally hating on me for putting my, microphone, my lapel mic on my pencil. But it fits and it works just like this. Like, what's wrong with that? All right, so I see that you guys like that I was doing the Procreate t-shirt mock-ups. So I'm gonna go ahead and make another one, and I'm gonna show you guys how to make it. And I'm probably gonna do another one, and then another one, and then another one, right? Until you guys are like, I got it, you know, and it is what it is. But definitely make sure that you always go on my Patreon to download those, because that's where I list them. That's where I put them up at. You guys can just get them from right there. All right. So, there's not really much left to talk about now. They're mock-ups. You guys know what to do with mock-ups. So, we just got to do what we got to do with them and make it happen, right? So, let's get to the video, bro. Now, all right, so here we are in Procreate. Now, I've already skipped the steps, but look, check this out. What you want to do is you want to find you a document, find you a picture, right? Make sure it's a large picture. You don't want nothing small, right? Like, you want something that's large so you can put your images on top of it. When you find the image, I always do 14 by 19. I'm sorry, that just works best for me. You know what I'm saying? I know that a lot of people use different document sizes, like they use square sizes and stuff like that. I don't like the squares. I like 14 by 19. It just feels natural, right? So 14 by 19, put the document in, and here you go. The image is right here onto document. So what I recommend you do is you go into the layers panel. First of all, make sure you guys have an Apple Pencil, because it does not work anyway. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't feel good using your finger. It doesn't feel good using any stylus. It doesn't feel right. Using the Apple Pencil Apple Pencil and Procreate are made for each other. All right, don't skip out on that. I promise you, you're gonna have hell, literal hell, on this iPad trying to use anything else, especially your finger, right? So get you an Apple Pencil, and then go over here to the layers panel right here, the double box, and swipe it to the left a little bit, hit duplicate, and turn it off. Now see, what I'm doing here is a layer on top of a layer. So because there's already a background on the picture itself, we just want to cut the t-shirt out of the background. So we have to do this Photoshop 3.0 type way, right? Which was, you can put the mask on. I think they introduced mask in 3.0. Somebody look that up for me. I'll look it up. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a layer mask on top of it. So you click on it and you hit mask. Super simple, barely an inconvenience. Doesn't even bother anybody, right? But you gotta be very meticulous here. Or is that meticulous? You gotta be very careful here, because what you do here on this layer can make the entire document look bad. So what we're gonna do is click on this brush. We're gonna hit a airbrush, and I like to go medium hard, medium soft, or whatnot. So it's soft brush, medium hard brush, and then hard brush. Just go to medium brush. Okay, you could do the medium blend. I don't like it. I just don't, right? Medium brush feels so much better, right? And with that, you can get some natural strokes. So let's just say I mess up on this, and you know, it starts to blur a little bit. Because let me show you. Let me just go ahead and do this real quick so you guys can see. When you zoom in with this medium brush, you get a little bit of blurring, right? And if your pressure sensitivity is down, like you're not using real pressure sensitivity, you're gonna get a whole lot of leftover image, right? If I wanna go back in and pull those images out, this is why we do it on the layer mask, by the way. I can use that same medium brush and then kind of bring it back, and it'll give it a better depth of field. So you guys, that's something that's very helpful, using that medium brush. That hard brush, I mean, it works. The only problem, and it looks better, but the only problem I find is that, you know, it's hard edge brush, and all you really need to do is just go a little bit smaller on a medium brush to get that hard edge. So make sure that you guys are using pressure sensitivity and you pretty much are pushing it down hard. Look, what I found to be annoying is that sometimes I'll move this slider up and down on accident. So make sure if you're not getting a good one, a good cutout, that slider is up. And I was thinking about, I guess skipping this, doing a montage fast forward, but man, forget that, man. We're here to talk. So let's talk about AR, right? And I'm here in the fashion industry. I'm telling you guys about AR because AR is freaking amazing. And I don't see why anybody would miss out on AR, right? It's a good way of building up your community, right? And then capturing the community in an interactive way, keeping them inside of, I guess, your organization. So I haven't put that video out yet. I will pretty soon. I'm just waiting for the right amount of views and the right amount of likes, right? There's no way I shouldn't get anything. We have over 63,000 subscribers here. There's no way I should get anything under 6,000 likes or 6,000 views, okay? So give me that viewership. I am back, so you guys should that much, you know what I mean, that I'm putting out value for free, you know what I mean? And I'll put that video out, but I'll give you guys a little bit of a preview of what I'm talking about. The community that you serve is the one that's gonna basically make you who you are. So let's just say I am moving into a community of, I don't know, crypto, yeah, let's just say cryptocurrency, right? And I'm making t-shirts for those cryptocurrencies, right? Like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu and all that, right? ETH and all that. I'm making ETH t-shirts. I'd have to be in that space as well, right? Dropping good knowledge, being there kind of like, what's the best way of saying it? Being like a good resource to them as well, right? So they know that they can trust me with the things that I got going on. Okay, so whenever you guys are picking your niche or whatnot, you want to make sure that you're picking a good community to get in as well. You just can't. I understand that a lot of people think, hey, so I'm just this clothing brand right here and I'm just, you know, doing my thing, but community is going to grow you faster right? And if you can capture that community in your brand, right? So getting the email addresses, getting their home addresses and all that, now you have even more potential to do things with them, like send them free things. I think I said this before in a video, like we don't send people free stuff as much. We used to, but now it's kind of like a dead art, so I don't like that. We should bring back the free stuff. We really should, right? So here's a situation where I'm probably gonna bring up the brush a little bit more, and that's because I want that that depth of field here, that little, I guess, shadowing that we got going around over here. So yeah, we'll bring that up. And let's see, try to get around it. And like I said, since we did this on a layer mask, which I'm not sure if it was introduced in Photoshop 3.0 and I know it's just introduced very early. We win that depth of field. It's going to be a little blurry, but we could probably, get that good one in for the one time. This is the longest portion of this whole situation, doing this right here. I promise you, it sucks, but very rewarding. And if you're an artist, you can do some extra stuff with it and you'll feel like, hey, I did something in Procreate that's really awesome. So we're going through this as quickly as I can, you guys, putting out some real strong pressure like a man, applying that pressure and pulling out this shirt. But yeah, get that community, really get that community, because once you get that community built, right? Once you position yourself as the go-to clothing brand for this community, everything that you put out will last you. So let's talk about case studies, right? Let's talk about Vans, because I've been on Vans Tough. Vans, their community low-key knows them as the skateboard shoes, right? But when they were first starting out, they also were doing skateboard adjustments. So that's why when you walk into any Vans, I don't think they do that anymore. Yeah, they do. You walk into a Vans, you'll see that they have that little section for the skateboards where, you can get your, I don't know what those called, the wheels put on or whatnot. So they'll do some adjustments for you. And they'll put the decals on for you too. So if you buy the decals, they'll put that on for you. And just the shoes itself are made for skateboarders, which is why you got the gum bottoms and all that stuff, the waffle bottoms, the gum bottoms. Yeah, very, very safe, very, niche related, but also very community built brand. So when people talk about building a brand, that should be number one in your head, is like, yo, what community am I serving and how am I serving them? Okay, so we're almost around this, I believe. I think I am going to speed this up right here because now I'm kind of out of things to talk about, but I really feel like you guys should probably get into AR, and AR is probably going to take you guys off. And even if you don't want to get into AR, still get free stuff, bro. Like, you guys collected their emails for what? For what reason? I need to start sending you guys some free stuff because I got like a lot of you guys into my emails and I haven't sent you guys nothing yet. Some activation stuff, like, probably even this mockup, because, well, then again, not a lot of you guys use Apple products and I don't understand that. So, but yeah, make sure that your community is activated and active, and you're showing that you're cultivating them and you love them and stuff like that, because if you don't, you'll miss out on them, right? They'll go somewhere else. They'll transition to somebody else. So make sure that you foster that. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed up now. Okay, so now that we got this all selected, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the black and just dump it, right? You see how that works? So cool. And then when I turn this shirt on, you guys don't know. So look, what we can do here is click on layer 1, go over here to this like magic wand tool, I guess. It's not a magic wand tool, but it technically is. Click on it and it gives you the adjustments. And what we need to do is desaturate. So I'm gonna hit the first hue, saturation, brightness, go to saturation, desaturate. You guys probably didn't see it happen, but everything went from like color to like gray. So we're good here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make a new layer, click on it a little bit, and then make a clipping mask. And now with this, we can just dump colors on top of it. Kind of simple, right? Look, told you if we mess up a little bit, we can go back in on that layer mask right here, flip the color from black to white, and brush it back in. Oh shoot, wrong one. So this isn't white, we gotta find white. Also another thing on Procreate that you gotta really be careful about, finding the right white, okay? And then go in. You can be careful if you want. It gives you that depth. You win depth of field because you're using the mic. You win depth of field because you're using the Apple Pencil. So you wouldn't get that with anything else, I promise you. Okay, so there we go. We got that. Now, I'm not sure if you guys can see this. So what we're gonna do is gonna turn off the background layer. We're gonna turn on black. Okay, on the actual background. Let's turn it on. Didn't see like we got it. So let's turn on white. Oh, there it is. See how like there's a little bit of phasing going around. So what we need to do is take that medium hard brush that we had and go through and get that phasing out. That phasing will mess us up. So let's go through. Ooh, wrong color. Make sure we put it on black. Go through and get that phasing out because that's crazy. No phasing in 2024, right? We don't want that. We don't want that. That's kind of messed up. All right, so here we are. We got rid of the phasing, and now all we need to do is turn back on the background and then turn on, well, so this is what I like to do, okay? I like to just go ahead and duplicate that layer with the layer mask or whatnot, and we're just gonna move that on top. Move it on top of everything, and let's make sure that it's not clipping. So that's one thing I do not like. So let's just turn off clipping mask. Okay. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that on a multiply. Cool. Y'all catching what I got going? You know what I'm saying? You can do that here with the color layer. You can put it on linear burn and then drop it down a little bit to like 80%. That's cool too. I like to do it the other way, but this way is all right. We're gonna keep this for right now because I did just show you guys it's a little bit more advanced stuff. Now check this out. One more advanced thing is we could take this color layer, which we're gonna name. We gotta name our layers too, by the way. And we're gonna put that on a layer mask, and we're gonna take a black brush. We'll do the medium hard brush, right? And go in and get the tag out because, you know, the tag is not always green. The tag will not always be the color of the actual shirt. So we'll do something like that. And we'll win back that depth of field too. So, but this is normally the way that I do it. Is just go through like this and clean it up as I go. We'll win back that good old depth of field here in a second. But something like this, boom. Don't go too crazy. And we'll bring the medium brush and just kind of do something like that on the edges. So you can get that back. And if you go too crazy, just, you know, turn it white and then go backwards. So looks good to me. Right? Looks pretty natural, right? So now that we got the color changed and all that, and let's just see, we can flip through colors. Let's see, let's go to black. That looks good in black. Okay, let's go blue. That looks pretty good in blue, right? Let's go red. That looks pretty good in red. All right, so we can go back. I think I like that black though. Okay, so now that we got that, what else can we do? Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put both these stuff in the group. So we'll call this one, we'll rename it and we'll call it shadows. Okay, and we'll take these two, right? Uh-oh, what happened? Whoops. We're gonna take all of these layers, right? Put it into one. Am I tripping? What's happening? All right, so we got layer 1, right? Layer 2, or layer 4, which would be the color layer, right? Put them all in. We wanna make sure that we call this color, like now. So, rename. We'll actually call this one drop color, okay? And then we'll call this group right here, we'll call it color. And then we'll call this right here shirt. Okay. So when people come in, we'll leave that one open. All you gotta do is go to the drop color layer and then boom, drop your color, right? That's the coolest feature about Procreate, making anything on Procreate. That's the best. So let's go back and matter of fact, I want to go back to that blue. Where did I get that blue? Right here. I think this was the blue. Oh yeah. Oh my God, that looks beautiful. All right, so what we got to do is, how do we get our image on top of here? Now we already got the shirt and the actual shadows for it. So really all we need to do is just make a group layer for the actual graphics. So I'll take a new layer on 10, and a new layer as 11, take them both and put them into a group, and we'll delete layer 11, right? Because we don't need it. And that's basically it, UGs. Look, check this out. Go into here and we'll put in some text or something, add text. And we'll make text like white, okay? Move the text in. And as you guys can kind of see, it's there. Right? Like, it's not as imposed as it could be, like if it was on Photoshop, but it's there. Okay? All we gotta do, let's just say, I don't know, let's rename this. Let's figure out a keyboard. And, okay, hold on, what's happening? Let's edit the text and we'll call it, we'll do the Mason symbol for G, right? So I think that's right. Right? Or something like that. Cool. Okay. There, you got that. Right? And if I wanted to, let's just say, impose this a little bit better, right? I want this to be on the shirt a little bit better. You can just hit the drop down for it right here where it says N. You hit the drop down, and let's see. What's a good one? I was normally doing soft light, but because this is on, we probably won't be able to do it like that. So we're gonna put it back on normal, okay? And here's what we can do with layer 10. We can move layer 10 up to shadows, drop it into shadows, and take the black brush, take a black brush on, let's just do a soft brush this time, and go through, just layer, look, pencil pressure, sensitivity, not too high, right? And just brush in some of that, okay? Some of those wrinkles that would be there. I know a lot of people don't like the wrinkled look, but those wrinkles bring more, I guess, depth into what you're doing. I like it like that, right? So we'll just draw in some of these shadows, and if we want, we can blur them too, and it gives a little bit more. But as you can see, it's giving that shadow look that we're looking for, right? That, yeah, man, you know, I like that. I like that wrinkled look. Okay, and like I said, we can even drop the opacity down a little bit, just in case some of you guys don't like that. Right? You can blur it. I don't like the blurring, but you can blur it. If you want, you can make the layer, well, it's 13 now, and go on like a white, and kind of like lightly brush in some highlights. So let's bring this up a little bit. There's a highlight right there. Lightly brush, and if it gets too crazy, you can just drop down the opacity again too, and go from there. So we'll do something like that, right? And we'll drop the opacity now so you guys can see that. So whenever a graphic goes on top of that, you know, boom, right? What else? We'll rename those because we don't want to not rename them. So we'll call that highlights. And then we'll call this one shadows. Oops, what's happening? Right, and we'll close that up. We can now call this adjustments. So we can rename that to adjustments because that's what it is. Adjustments. Locked. I like to call it locked. And then, yeah, you guys did it. So really quick overview of what we got going on here. We can change these colors too, by the way. We can put this on maybe a black. Boom. See how them highlights, now they look a little different. What we can do is, and then drop it down like this, so it's not overpowering, right? Yeah, still looks a little dirty. We can go into a soft light. I know you guys are like, what's the difference between soft light and off? That's on, that's off, and that's soft lighted. Boom. And let's see. Let's change the color of this G to, I don't know. Let's change it to red. Okay, red is too overpowering. So, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So whenever you got something that's like red or something like that, and it's, you can drop it from normal to like screen lightning. Sometimes I don't really use, I sometimes use light color, like sometimes use like soft light and stuff, but I've always found screen and lightning to be really good, you know? And if you got like something dark or whatnot, you can just put it on like the other side of it, but this looks really good right here, you know? And it all just kind of blends together. But with that being said, you guys, you know, y'all got the best of me here today. Y'all got the best of me here today. So let's go ahead and do, you know, the final touches on this. Let me just pull that back to the blue because I like it. Matter of fact, let's make this a different color, like yellow or something. Right? Oh, because it's on the screen, we gotta do it like that. So boom, light color. Matter of fact, I want to do this color. So hold on, let's go back here. And boom. Better. Let's do something different. Let's do, because it's on that, it's on this right here. So we'll just go back to normal. And let's just put it on like a gray or something. And then we'll make the shirt, I'll just keep the shirt the way it is. Right, forget it. We'll do something like this. Freaking cool. I'm cool with this. I'm cool. I don't want to move any further with it. It looks really nice. I might make the green, I might make this like a green or something. Just cause I like green. forest green. Boom. Looks really good. There we go. We'll do it like that. All right. So that's basically it right there, you guys. That's the entire process. I even talked through some stuff or whatnot. I think it's super simple and it's barely inconvenient. You know, you can do this. Get you Procreate, get you an Apple Pencil, much like the one I'm using for a microphone stand, which is super cool, and just start. It's not that bad. And if you want to pick this one up, it's on my Patreon right now, so you guys can get it, customize it, do whatever you want with it. I don't care. It's yours. You know what I'm saying? 100% yours. You can do whatever you want with it. So I was thinking about teaching this as well on my Patreon for, I guess for the same amount of what I'm doing for the AR classes. I think you guys could learn something really cool. Like, I want you guys to do some things awesome. You know, I want you guys to be the best creators that you can be. And when you have to put up 1,001 different images on Instagram just to even get noticed, you know what I'm saying? Why not have a whole arsenal of images that you made that I taught you guys how to do? You know what I mean? That you don't even have to no longer pay somebody for something like that. You got it. You can do it. And it's free, right? All you gotta do is take your images. Maybe you got your own t-shirts that you want to take pictures of and just put some images on top of. Boom. You did it. You did it. You learned how to do it right here on the channel, right? Right here in Patreon. I think you guys could do that, right? I think that's pretty awesome. So let me know in the comment section below if you guys want me to do those classes on Patreon as well. I actually have they gave me a membership thing. Yo, YouTube has changed. They gave us memberships now. So like you guys can, you know, instead of going to Patreon, y'all can just get it right here on YouTube. I think that's awesome too. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Let's talk about it. Put it in the comment section below. But I'm hungry again. I need to eat. You know what I'm saying? I need to eat. I need to make some food money, right? I need to make some food money. So with that being said, you guys, I gotta get out of here. So, stay amazing, stay creative, above all else, stay awesome.